here. I used to have like a big work day, right? Run conference right now. Had a conference last week, but it's probably a bit better. The students' winter's over, right? Because last week we had our physical earnings report was over, right? Today we had some other earning stuff and revenue and blah blah, right? And also my one of my boss arrived at the airport today to pick her up and so on. So, and then tomorrow I have to go to the government. So I shouldn't be doing anime now. I should prepare for my government meetup tomorrow. And going to like a very serious meeting tomorrow. Yeah, it's just kind of fun, right? You know, I'm an anime big guy. It's just kind of like, I think a lot of people are always like, oh, if you're an anime fan, you have to be some whatever, right? Like some. I think anime people has a lot of stigma, right? You know what I mean? You have to be some random guy that can't do X or whatever, right? But here I am, best medicine rights course, Ousama Ranking, and tomorrow I'm gonna go to the government and present them something very, very important. So, you know, you can do both. You can be into anime and you can also have like a very important government contract. But that's something I can't talk about, of course, in detail. It's just kind of funny, I think. I find the juxtaposition, right, very funny. But of course, anime is the best thing ever, right? And this anime here, Ousama Ranking, is the best anime. This is an amazing anime. It is the best anime season, except maybe then Mush Tenstra. But I said every week, but you know, I love Russo, you know, Ghislaine. Yeah, that's my isekai, but this is my drama show. But they're both really good. One thing though, I say, they're both very, very different though. That's a great thing too, right? Like some seasons you have like 5 isekais that are very good. And that can be still enjoyable, because I love isekai, you know what I mean? But it's like 5 isekai, like, if you're good, you're good, right? But it's always like, yeah. So it's nice that this anime is, of course, very, very different. It's very unique, and it's arguably it's the best anime this year, but I don't know. It's between these two for me, right? This season, absolutely. Anyway, that's the watching it, so 3, 2, 1, go. So I am excited thinking about this. But honestly though, that's a problem, you know. You're a nerd like me, right? I sit in this meeting, I'm talking to, you know, one of my bosses, right, about this very important business revenue, and I'm like, can I please leave? I want to go home and watch anime. Like, I want to leave. I want to go. I want to do anime, man. Anyway, he knew that his boss sound right. It's very interesting, and I wonder if he knows everything. Oh, you have a brother too? Yeah, he knows. This guy knows everything. It's like you have a brother, you're a giant. He's probably a very powerful kingdom, because he knows the shit, man. He knows he's a giant, you know, cursed giant. Of course, boss's son can't speak, but he kinda, I think he probably knows that, you know. This guy probably knows that. Yeah, exactly. You knew that, right? But I mean, he might be a rival to Bosse, right? Exactly. Oh shit, I forgot his name. Sorry, the important guy. This someone. Yeah, like yeah, of course it's him. It's me, yeah. It's gonna be him, right? Yeah. Oh, number 2, Desha. Man, this guy is the second strongest king in the world. Unless if they have like espadas. Spoiler! If you call it Bleach. You're actually minus king 5! No, I think it's probably a fair system, right? Yeah. So he's the second strongest. I mean, I definitely expected him to be, of course, on the top. I certainly expected him to be a top guy, right? Absolutely. To be like a top guy. Man, I got so much to do now I come home. I need to go to bed early after this, because I need to go on a very early government meeting tomorrow. My god, I don't know what rank that guy has, but yeah. I'm basically meeting the rank number 10 Kingston tomorrow, right? Jesus Christ. But we're gonna watch Platinum and Studio, of course, in an hour from now. Death Note's author's new anime. It's in that storyline. But yeah. I'll look forward to the winter though. Because after the winter I'm gonna have normal work hours again, right? Be less physical stuff. Here we go. So he's the second strongest king. Can I expect it to be top ranking, right? Yeah, so yeah, and obviously he knew his father. Yeah. Underworld king. I don't know why I would help them for though. Maybe he liked Bosse. Maybe he's like, Bosse was my friend. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe? Maybe he had like a good friendly rivalry with his father. I mean, he obviously not Bosse, right? So yeah, like Stain. Gamma, like, yeah, you can do it. Yeah, I believe in you. Here we go. It's like back to fighting. But at least he can avoid him. He has the evasion ability, so. Well, yeah, he has his own king. Yeah, his own knight strat, of course. Well, he's the second strongest king, though. So, would make sense he has a powerful knight orb, right? Oh, okay, so I guess he's kind of like a Hades thing. It's like he's controlling the monsters won't leave. Okay, so he's like a Hades guy. He's like his job is to control, I guess, that the evil monsters doesn't leave. Oh, I guess so. Okay. Aye! Let's see. I think you can avoid him, right? And this guy's like, did he beat me? He's like, it's so cute. I don't know, you can't do it. There's no power behind attacks, right? Yeah. There's no power, right? But he hits him though. Isn't he winning? It's like, I'm doing it. I'm doing. I was like, ah, fine. You can avoid that, yeah. So actually, I think this guy is pretty nice to him. It's like, yeah, okay, fine. I agree with that. Yeah, okay. It's like he's actually pretty nice to him. Yeah. I guess he's gonna train him. He also knows, of course, his. Yeah, I guess he also knows his father, of course. I mean, his father, after all, was the strongest king, right? Purely by power, he was the strongest king. Wasn't the smart king, yes, but he was the strongest king, right? Oh yeah, the knight is. Well, I mean, he's at least amazing in dodging. So he can probably dodge this guy, right? Just give him a goddamn fast weapon, you know. Give him a freaking AGI weapon, yeah. Nani? Here we go. It's like Suru. Yeah. I mean, Boji is incredibly fast. Just give him a freaking fast weapon. Just give the boy a freaking AGI weapon. Give him a dragon, cut him something. Cut him in the face. Just give him a goddamn, assassin weapon so you can just cut him down. It's not very, like, masculine man like his father, but come on, no one's gonna beat the guy because he could hit him. He has like 100 evasion. It's like, look at this. Can I easily avoid him right there? See, he could easily kill him if he had a weapon that would work against the. See? Yeah. See? But no one's gonna beat Boji. Come on. It's our little prince. Nice. Bakana! Exactly. Bakana! Kage is his like support is like, this guy is amazing dodging skill, just try it. He's like, okay, we try that. Like, okay, this guy is amazing. See, the knight is like, yeah, I respect this shit. Yeah, Sugoi! No, maybe the king's like, yeah, this boy, he has like 100% evasion. He got that shit going now for him. I mean, he's definitely incredibly good at dodging. Yeah, just give him a freaking weapon that works if you're fast, right? You ate the weapon. King is like, I was like, But it might be that the king is wrong at the trading though. Yeah, I mean, you know, he's also probably like, maybe he's a powerful king, right? Yeah, so he's also like, I can't teach him stuff to hurt his knight. He's also like, I can't break an arm with that. But see, I don't really get it. Just get him a weapon that is based on agility, right? Just get him a weapon that's like anti, cut him in the eye or something. Get him like a piercing weapon, right? And a dagger of sorts. It's probably easier though to make an ordinary guy. Yeah, this guy is like super fast only. Could be from his mom, maybe? His stepmother? Or maybe Domas, the traitor, who wrote this letter? I wrote this letter, I mean... It's probably like, kill him, please. I haven't read it, it's like, what does it say? Someone probably is like, please kill this boy or something. It's probably something stupid from Daida's, like, please kill my brother. It's probably, have you actually read the letter of recommendation? I haven't read it, it's like, oh god damn it. I feel like they probably should have read the letter before. It's like asking someone to give you a resume or, a record on your resume. And it's like, oh, they hate you, maybe the best idea. Man, Kai is the best cheerleader ever. Yeah, I believe in you. You and me, boy. You and me. I believe in you, Gambare. Maybe the knights are even... I think the knight liked him. I was like, this guy is amazing. He's like, he's a rock he can't probably lift or whatever. He's so physically weak, man. Poor body. At least so far it's not like a sad episode where... I mean, yes, he lost, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not sad in the way that, like, he's someone's dead mom or whatever. Yeah. Less of depressing so far, in that sense. I just think this is the wrong way to go. I just don't understand this pathway. Now it's going to be sad it's crying here, but I just don't understand this pathway of having to force him to be physically strong. If you can be, fast instead. I'm thinking Quicksilver, right? Flash, yeah. Oh man, he got all the brutes on his hand. Gambara body. See, I think this knight guy's like, I will help him. Yeah, the captain is like, I liked him. I want to help him. Yeah, see? The captain will be like, I will train you. No, you picked the wrong king. What? But no, you want the number 5th king. Yeah. His name is Desmond or whatever. Yeah, it's like Des something else. Desnelia or something. You put the wrong. That's fine. You want this Toto. You picked the wrong guy. You want the king's brother. Okay. Okay, his brother. That Prince Aspa, the guy you want. Because he hates his brother. It's a whole story. I don't have time for this. Just listen to me. I can give you a life story. I don't have time to give people their life story. No, but come on. The captain likes him. The captain's like, I like this prince. I want to see the prince become stronger. Yeah, he's like, I respect you. He says he likes you. So yeah. Oh, so Despa is a smart guy. Okay. He might be a little more trickster guy, Might have some tricks for a body. But where's the prince then? Would it be in the same kingdom, perhaps? Maybe? In the underworld? Oh, that's nice. The handshake with the... Kai gets the handshake there. Yeah, I guess I had the friendly handshake from the captain. That's nice. But yeah, but I felt... Of course the captain was happy. The captain likes... He liked Boy. He was like, I will help him. I want him to become strong as his father, you know. Honorable knight. Well, here we go. So Despa lives in the underworld. Yeah, he lives in the same kingdom, right? That makes sense. Okay, so now we're back to, of course, Daida, his brother, that is not agreeing with the weird, evil magic mirror, which is super strange. And the whole phoenix shit. This anime, you're like, oh, here's a phoenix, and we're gonna do this stuff, and we're gonna like cut the head off. Yeah, it was crazy. This guy is hard to read if he's evil or not. I mean, Domas of course betrayed him. This guy is like, he did defeat Bebin, which maybe killed him. Okay, I guess he's like, well, I guess it's also a butterfly if he's the larva, right? They want to make it into butterflies also, giving the blood and turn into butterfly as well, right? I guess it has a double meaning there. Call him in the butterfly. Oh, little Daida with mom. Yeah, Netorad. I guess so. And then of course we have been trading him. I like that I liked a lot that he of course reacted. Yeah. He's like, oh, what's my brother doing? Okay. Yeah, I guess he hates that he's stronger than him, or at least way faster, right? Even though he doesn't train as much. Maybe? I don't know. I mean, isn't Boji training a lot too, though? But in that aspect, his brother of course doesn't train, right? A lot of jealousy. Yeah, and of course the father wanted him to actually get the throne, right? So, but it's never explained why he even has the mirror to begin with. Yeah, like why is he like, oh, here's this evil mirror? Like, how did he even get the evil mirror? How did he even pick up the evil mirror? So, is he also evil? I don't know if Up is evil. It's like, yeah, I mean, he did fight Bebin and maybe killed Bebin. Bebin also maybe used some jutsu on him, so... But yeah, I think he's on Boji's side, maybe? He's on the mirror side? So it's like... Oh, here we go. He know who the mirror is? Lady Miranjo. So Miranjo, she's probably the main evil, right? Miranjo. Yeah, the evil after. Okay, so he knows the actual... I guess the real antagonist, right? Well, that's interesting. He was there with Griffin, I guess. So he met. I guess, is she the woman behind all the blending, right? Man, this is getting interesting here. Absolutely. So, is she the power behind? Okay, obviously those get her people, right? Of course they are. These creepers. Is she the real power for boss? That's what I'm wondering. Right? Did she blend stuff for him before something? If it's like boss followed her, right? She was the actual leader? The secret queen or something? Man, now it's getting really... Okay, yeah, now... Why... And then she turned into a mirror somehow? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna give you a blender. Give you a smoothie. See, exactly. She's like, oh, do you want to have this Griffon? Oh, you can drink it in my smoothie machine. Probably. Maybe? But that's probably how she... Yeah, is she probably behind Boji... Boss, I mean. She's probably behind Boss's power too, right? That's how it... Okay, yeah. Why are you a mirror? Shut up! It's like, okay, yeah. How did you become a mirror, like, Miss... I will tell you. Okay. Yeah, so he wants to, of course, kill Daida, right, too. No, for bosses. But she, of course, wants to corrupt Daida for some reason. But they feel that she was controlling his father then, right? Definitely so. At least probably gave him Apis a Griffon blend or whatever, right? That's her thing, yeah. Smoothies. She's a smoothie machine, a smoothie lady in the basement. And those Reapers of course didn't work for his father. That was obvious though, but yeah, like they were for her of course. Oh yeah, she told him something but we didn't. Yeah, he's following me now. Because I'm the real queen or something. The king was just a fake puppet of mine. It really feels like she's the real leader. He's like, don't worry, he's on my team, yeah. Your father, he was on my team too, yeah. I'm the real leader here. I'm the queen, you know. The underground queen or something. Yeah. It seems, I mean, he was obviously very loyal to boss, but it seems that he's just gonna force him to drink the blood, right? Or whatever you call it, the cocktail of weird stuff. I'm guessing he's gonna knock him out so you can force him to, you know, like consume his father's use, right? But I was thinking that she was the real leader, and then like that's why I listened to her, right? Like she was the real leader behind boss or something. Okay, so it's like a cute little monster village here. But I guess monsters aren't evil, right? I don't think so. I mean, there's like random demons. You need to have your own statue. Come on, if you don't, you're king otherwise. And the face is destroyed. I love it. Maybe he looked like that when he became king. Maybe it was an actual, maybe it was a proper, version of his face. Oh, here we go. I think he's gonna force him to drink the cocktail, right? Yeah. They're gonna like collect the blood ash use thing. Yeah, and like force him to become his father's power beer or something. Okay. Yeah, so Bebin har all the snakes. Okay. Here we go, right? You're gonna force him to drink the blood. Yeah, oh man! His enemy is horrible. The poor kid, the kid reacted on evil. I mean, I loved that. The kid was like, screw you, evil Miranjo, gonna become evil, yeah. He reacted to freaking elixir. And now she's like, haha, but I forced to take it. So, god damn it, yeah, man, yeah, he reacted it. He didn't want the shitty corruption power, right? And now she, yeah. I feel sorry for him too. He's obviously the evil guy, but, you know. Now it's even more the manipulator. He's even forced to drink the cocktail. He goes beyond just being manipulated. Now she basically, I don't know, I guess possessed him, whatever you call it. Yeah, she, give him some magical fluids there of his father. Oh. Miranjo. Maybe he's a nice guy somehow. Cotter his annoying brother. Maybe he's super nice. Looks kind of like Domas. Here we go. Gonna be Boji's master, perhaps. He's a nice looking guy. He's a pretty boy. Yeah, okay. Yeah, så det ska. Well, he's probably gonna train him, right? Yeah. It feels like he's gonna train him for real and take it seriously. Whew. The last bit that was horrible. I mean, I think that Dida had a really good, I don't know if it was redemption, but it was a really good scene when he, of course, reacted her evil gift, right? And they made him a lot more interesting character too, made him more nuanced, right? Refusing to take the evil gift, made him a lot more nuanced. And then now she's like, haha, he gets it anyway. And she's like, oh, it's no escaping me, boy. It's not a free will thing. He just forces it down his throat there. So yeah, that was pretty brutal. This anime is very, very dark. It's very, very dark. But yeah, it's the whole smoothie thing, man. It's just it's the whole family of smoothies. She's a smoothie lady. She's just like, yeah, do you want a smoothie? Goes down to I mean, she certainly gave Ape a smoothie too, right? Appius, whatever now it's pronounced. Appius, yeah. He comes in here. I love the whole thing. It reminds me of Soma. He was like, Kuchi. Yeah, this is here. Okay, so let's review the episode. Here we go, quarter review. Awesome Ranking episode 6. But yeah, the smoothie lady, she's like, Kuchi. you, young boy? You want some smoothie? Just pulling him in there to be like, yeah, do you want to have the smoothie mixture, right? You want to get strong, right? So, I think I guessed correctly in that, like, earlier episodes when we saw her dad smoothie machine. I mean, I guessed correctly, right? I guess so. This episode isn't showing us perfectly, but you can kind of infer what's happening, right? So, my guess was that, I mean, certainly she's probably blending some dragons or whatever, right, into this machine, they drink them and they get powers, right? So she obviously empowered him by giving him some griffin smoothie, right? And now he's stronger. So that's kind of her thing, I guess, right? And it does definitely, I would say, imply, and this is what I guessed earlier, right? Again here, that King Bosse probably got stronger by following her. Right? She was like, oh, you want to be the strongest king? Oh, here's some dragon smoothie. Oh, you want to have more power behind that smoothie, right? She probably kept supplying King Bosse with with the powers, right? It would be awesome if he boiled into a giant when he trains him, but I doubt that though. But it's an interesting point generally though. What if Boji went out and she's like, oh, you want a giant smoothie? She's like, hey, I can make you a giant smoothie. Your father. No, but, you know, would that like reverse it? I think it's probably more likely she cursed him, right? The king said that someone had cursed him. So I'm thinking like in Butchan and the Kuro maid, right? When he's cursed by an evil witch, right? Maybe she was the one that cursed Boji to turn tiny. But anyway, I think it's most interesting, I suppose, generally speaking, that she's obviously the main evil character and main antagonist. But otherwise, it's seemingly that Apes is very loyal, right, to King Bosse. But as he immediately instead surrendered what she wanted when he met her in the mirror, I would say that she's the true leader, right? Like King Bosse wasn't the actual king, to speak. He was the king, but she was a queen, right? You know, behind the king, right? It seems a lot like she was the actual one controlling the country, and Apes knows this. So when he's like, oh, because he's like very loyal to Bosse, right? But now Bosse is dead, and he's like, well, I had to listen to Bosse's, you know, last advice, right? Okay, I make Boji the king. But then he talks to the underground queen. He's like, oh, I'm the actual leader. Yeah, you're right. And then he immediately changes his strategy, right? So I suppose she's like the actual leader, and he always knew that, right? That Bosse wasn't the actual leader, right? He was just following her command. Something like that. She did not explain it at all, though, how she got into the mirror, right? He asked her, she was like, shut up! Shut up about the mirror, yeah! She was like, you don't ask me questions like that. Yeah, so I guess that's gonna be part of it. But I'm thinking, again then, you know, that because Boji is cursed or so on, but wouldn't it made maybe she... yeah, but Boji born on a star that cursed him, perhaps. But I want to throw out the theory though that she cursed Boji, and that's why he stopped growing, because she was the one to like curse him. But she then turned into the mirror as like I would just guess that she cursed Boji. She became and her punishment was like becoming the mirror, right? Or her curse like counterfired on her, and then she becoming the mirror. I mean, throwing it out. That would be my guess why he didn't grow anymore. But this is a very bitter scene, of course. She's making. Her Reaper guys force Daida, force Aaron to get some more smoothie there, Aaron last smoothie. So, man, very brutal scene. I really liked again that he reacted her. It's a great scene that she refused to take her, you know, evil gift. And she even said it while he was drinking it, you know, force feeding it to him. She was like, "Oh, it won't make you stronger." It's like she even like commented like, "Oh, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be fun to see what happens." Yeah, so. Well, like, I wonder what it means then, but it was a lot about like rebirth, right? Maybe just like reborn boss in him or something. Could be a thing. There's a lot of ash, a lot of phoenix ash and so on. Maybe it just makes King Bosse grow in his body or something, because there was a lot of like, here's your father, he's a phoenix, he's a phoenix ash, he's a phoenix head. A lot of phoenix stuff, a lot of rebirth. So maybe it's more like rebirth King Bosse, and that would make sense, I suppose, though, right? In why Apes helps her, because he's very loyal to King Bosse. So if she's like, well, if you feed Daida the phoenix brew, right? Because again, it's a phoenix, you know, more rebirthation, right? Cycle of life and so on, right? So I'm just gonna throw it out that maybe it's gonna reincarnate his father in his body, right? It's like, oh, it's gonna make Bosse be alive again, and Apes would of course be with that, but he's like, yeah, I wanna do that shit. Given he's so loyal, right, to Bosse. So that might be the reason too. And I guess Bosse might have done that more than once, right, and somehow be under her command there. I think that's actually a pretty good theory when I think about it. That she's like the one to reincarnate Bosse, right? I think that'd be a pretty good theory. Anyway, let's talk about a little bit of little Prince Boji. I think the episode more about his brother, but yeah, of course he's a master of dodging, and I'm hoping that Despot and the younger was Prince then, the brother of King what's his name again? Des, yeah. Whatever, right? That he can teach him some ADI stuff. Come on. It does feel silly. I said earlier too, of course. I think every time in this thing, that he's like super fast. It's like the Flash, like Quicksilver, whatever. And just give him a goddamn weapon that's good against, with speed, right? Boji has basically 100% evasion. And that's pretty legit to have. No one can hit him. He can dodge tank guy forever, right? You just give him a weapon that is like piercing or something, or maybe a range weapon like a crossbow or something, hit him in the face, no power, but something with like a piercing damage, and then let him just stab them in the neck, right? Yeah, it's like he can avoid the other one super easily. So he really should be able to beat most people. The only problem would be that if he will fight someone like his father, that's like a giant, right, and super muscular super giant, he probably just can't damage him, right? Yeah. If you fight someone that's severely stronger than him and bigger and so on, you're having just maximum speed, you can't damage them anyway, right? Like your damage output is so low you can never break their bodies. And that is certainly to an extent true with the knight armor thing, but not really, because a knight armor, while true in general sense, a knight has a lot of like, you have the eyes, right, you have the part between the, I don't know what it's called, but like a typical armor has an issue that it's weak between the legs and the torso, right? There's a weakness between inside of the armor. You can cut them in there, right? That's usually how you do it in medieval time, right? There's like a weakness inside of his. No, I mean it's a normal armor, so you're gonna have a little weakness in his. See how good here is the actual knight, right? So his hands are a weakness. The part between his torso and the legs is a weakness, right? His actual face is a weakness. The eyes are a weakness, and potentially also like the leg part on his body. And also the armor he has too, right? On his armor, but and so on. So I mean, this is always true for any typical armored knight, right? They always have weaknesses inside of different joints, right? They're always gonna have joint parts you cut them in. As I mentioned in my second review, if you give Boji like a mercy killer sword or whatever, it's like a very, very long, very basically anti-tank sword in a way. Very, very piercing, very long, very good aiming it in between these typical joints of a knight, right? It's actually what it did in medieval times, right? So I'm a little still like, can't just someone give him a freaking anti-tank weapon and be like, oh, he pointed me in the eyes, oh, he pointed him in the groin, like that, yeah, he's gonna win, right? So I just don't see the issue of always having to like, go and lift that rock, man. Like, go and lift the rock. It's like you don't have to be like his father. It's like super muscular, right? But then hopefully then the prince, his new friend here, I suppose, might be the key for that. Right? But he's supposed to be the antagonistic kind of wisdom trickster guy, right? So he might be like, why would you just cut him in between the knots? He might be like, use this weapon, He feels like a character that might be a little more. You don't need to have pure strength. You can have agility instead. You can work on your agility. You're a super speedster. Let's work on that, right? Hopefully. Well, guys, that's the reviews one reaction. Se det bästa labben går, så kolla this week we don't have One Piece stuff, and soon we do Platinum End. Take a Platinum End up in 30 minutes. Death of Arthurs, the first arc still there, which is an anime that I am perplexed about. I'm perplexed about the sci-fi in it. This is very unnecessary. It's like a very long one arc, one bad guy, which I think is kind of weird for a Death Note kind of Battle Royale anime, I guess. So that's soon here, and tomorrow, of course, will be Black Clover, and of course, I'm excited for One Piece episode 1000, with 2 days from now. Yeah, very short from now. Hopefully it's a new opening, so I'm waiting for it. It's a new opening. But anyway, so you guys have a good one. See you soon. Platinum End episode